today we are going to talk about the worst parts about living in Oregon. If you are thinking about moving to Oregon, you are definitely going to want to listen to this video until the end before you decide to move here. And these aren't our opinions, by the way. This is according to the people on the internet. So this is what they had to say. And
you trust the internet. Everything has a say.
We are going to just go down the list and share their opinions that we've came across, and just, I guess, give maybe a little bit of our perspective on that as two Oregon natives. But first, if you're new here, welcome. My name's Mariah.
And I'm Spencer.
And we are a top producing husband and wife real estate team here in Oregon. And we get calls, texts, and emails from people like you who are watching our YouTube videos all the time and are thinking about relocating to our area. So if that's you, feel free to reach out. Our contact information's below. We would love to chat with you. Okay. Are you ready for this list?
I have no idea what to expect. And wow,
Okay.
that coffee is strong.
Yeah, I tasted it. I thought it was a little bitter,
Woo.
personally.
No, I got 2 shots made. We got this new espresso machine and it's like life-changing.
Yeah.
You just drink coffee all day and no food and you lose a lot of weight. It's really fun.
Probably not the healthiest thing to do.
If you hear me rambling, the
not
coffee
very
is the
healthy.
reasoning, okay?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Also, by the way, if you are maybe, someone else that lives in Oregon and you're watching this for some reason, comment below. We'd love to hear if you agree with these things or not. Okay. So the first is the high cost of living. This is Oregon is currently ranked second worst state to make a living. Oregon's cost of living index is 129.5. It's nearly one third higher than the national average. So, okay, this is something
Like second worst out of 50 states?
Third worst, I think. I don't know. Is that accurate? I don't know. Where did this come? I honestly just...
I'd love to fact check that one.
Yeah, I'd love to fact check that because I've never... I guess it's because of... It's all, about perspective. I've lived here my whole life. I've never, ever thought of it as expensive or unaffordable. But living in Salem and, we sell real estate all over Salem and everywhere in the surrounding areas, including even, like the Portland area as well. We get clients who are moving there too. And comparing the two, I always, as someone from Salem, I always think Portland is unaffordable, and maybe someone from Portland wouldn't consider it unaffordable because they're just used to it. So
here's what I'm considering.
What?
Is I don't think Oregon is quite caught up with the times, meaning the
mean?
employment and wages for the employed. And business owners are having a hard time enough just finding employees, but also paying the employees and having enough money on payroll just to clear for the month. And what I'm saying is I just don't think currently people have quite adapted to this hyperinflation we've been seeing over the last three years. So it will get better. I don't think that statistic is going to remain. Yeah. But what I can see in the near future is adaptations. And if you're looking to move here to Oregon, of course, check the wages. Usually we're dealing with clients that are doing a job transfer within the same company.
Yes.
So your rate of pay might change a little bit, but ultimately you could be coming from a different area, in California, New York, that is a little bit or massively higher when you talk about annual incomes. Yeah. And so moving to Oregon, it's going to make you more humbled, I guess you could say, because you're going to feel more rich because gas is only so expensive here versus where you're at currently. It really depends on, like I said, about perspective, where you're coming from.
A lot of our clients that are moving here from other states, one of the main... Well, I don't know about one of the very, very big reasons we see all of the time is for job transfers, whether it's in the same company or even a different job. We do see that a lot. So I do think because of seeing that over and over, there is a lot of job opportunity here. However, we get clients, we were just talking about this earlier, we get clients who are moving here from so many different places. Many of them are moving from places that are less affordable than Oregon, and many of them are moving from places that are more affordable than Oregon. And so it really just depends on, I think, where you're coming from.
Yeah, it really does.
A lot of people from California, obviously to them, Oregon is affordable. So just depends on where you're at. Okay. The next reason is overall tax burden. Income tax ranges from 5 to 9.9%, placing the state in the top 10 for highest income tax.
I feel that.
It currently has the 19th highest local and state tax burden in the country.
Okay.
So here's the deal.
We're in the middle.
In Oregon,
19.
yes, we are one of the 2 states that doesn't pay sales tax. So maybe that has something to do with it, but we don't pay sales tax like when you purchase things.
What I can say
cool,
about paying more possibly with your income tax. I know business owners, entrepreneurial spirits, you're hit heavily. I mean, kind of no matter where you're at, but there are
Oregon is
reasons why you move to Nevada, in some cases, than Oregon if that's your job field. But what I can tell you is your standard way of life, what you're paying into the government. Yes, we don't always agree with where your money's going through taxes.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. I'll raise my hand to that one. I don't agree all the time. But what I can say about Oregon is that money is being used in decent ways. I mean, and I feel that all around me, just in my neighborhood alone. I mean, our sidewalks are
Can we just talk about the roads?
Yeah. We're always getting work done.
We have great
the
roads
roadways. Here. Yes, there's potholes in some areas, but I mean.
Not many, though, compared to other places.
We have great roads. Yeah.
Yeah.
But our public parks, our riverfront, our facilities that you're able to use, the library. I mean, those are common things though that people ultimately take for granted. Yeah. And they're all free for us Oregonians. I mean, just alone in Salem, our parking situation. I mean, we don't have to pay to park. I don't really know if that necessarily has much to do with our taxes, but it's definitely a good bonus. And there's a lot of freebies, I would say, that come even though you are paying more in maybe property tax and income taxes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, the next reason is test scores. Oregonian students have lower test scores compared to other states. Regardless, though, students graduate high school and attain college more in Oregon than the national average. So that's kind of interesting. But solid. I mean, I don't know. I don't really have anything to say.
Yeah, we don't have much to say about that one.
I don't know. I mean,
get through school, go figure out what you want to do, go make a difference in the world.
One thing I'm pretty sure I'm gonna butcher the statistic or whatever because I don't remember it word for word at all. But I remember hearing though that was it South Carolina had they were one of the I don't want to say it wrong though if they were and bash them, but one of the lowest as far states, way lower than us as far as school rankings, and they were one of the highest states people are relocating to,
Washington?
which I thought was interesting. No, South Carolina.
Oh, South Carolina.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. But people move for different reasons. We have areas obviously everywhere where there's good, better schools than other areas. And we do have resources that we help our clients who are moving to Oregon with. There's a website called schooldigger.com. You can see specifically, if a house that you're looking up, you can see specifically where that address is and what are all the schools around it. And it'll show you green, yellow, red, if, how good the school ratings are. So there's a lot of resources that can help you in making, navigating decisions. So,
and I love personal testimonies too.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a certain area, go to the school or something, go tour it, while you're in town.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Rain.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
This is the reason people
We're
don't
rated
like
for
it
the
here.
worst.
This is the people on the internet talking now. So got to keep in mind. Okay, so rain is very much a part of life in Western Oregon. Some Western areas get up to 200 inches, while Eastern areas see as little as 5 to 10 inches. So I guess it does depend on, you can't really say Oregon as a whole. It depends on where you're moving to. Mm-hmm. We do get a lot of rain.
But look at what that rain provides is
it's
my,
beautiful. Yeah.
Turnaround to that question. I mean, everything's so green. It's in bloom right now. And I mean, leaves, greenery, there just feels like there's life around you, birds. Yeah. You could be a naturalist in a lot of ways, but it definitely, the term keep Oregon green. Yeah. People love the sight. I think there's a reason and an expectation when I travel, I want to see something. When people come to Oregon, I'm expecting freshness, great air quality, greenery, not necessarily monsoon wet, but definitely let's put on a hiking jacket, put on a pair of boots and go to Silver Falls. And it's okay to get a little wet from the rain or the fall itself.
Yeah.
You're just okay being in the great outdoors.
Yeah. Something that reminds me of is I was in the Scottsdale or Phoenix area in Arizona a couple years ago, and I went on a hike there, and everyone is just raving. Like, all of the people there were like, you have to see this hike. You have to go on it. It's so beautiful. Like, it's the most beautiful hike you've ever seen. Everyone just couldn't stop talking about how pretty it was. I got there and I'm like, are you kidding? Like, this is like literally, like, it wasn't even that pretty. It was just flat. Like, yeah, there was no green. Oregon's hikes, you can't be beat.
Oregon
I don't
hikes
think
are
they can't be
pretty
beat. Okay,
like
I'm
we
not even a
mentioned
hiker. I don't even
earlier,
like hiking, but yes.
Our state parks really do
yeah.
take great care of
Yeah.
these areas, and they make it convenient for you. You're not dealing with like huge muddy areas. It's all like actually built paths, whether it's with rock or wood, and it's very directional, so you don't get lost. I mean,
Yeah.
when I'm visiting a place and I don't know necessarily what direction I'm going, whether it's north, south, west, east, I mean, I'm like a little on edge, you know, like I need to know where I'm going. And there's no better, I guess, state parks than here in Oregon, I believe.
I agree. This next reason why people on the internet think Oregon is a bad place to live is something I've actually never thought about myself. Maybe because I'm just not a big sports person or sports fan. I just don't care. Is lack of professional sports.
Come on, we got the Blazers.
So
I would like a baseball team.
We have the Portland Trailblazers, NBA, and the Portland Timbers.
Soccer.
But Oregon only has one pro basketball team and one pro soccer team, which, I mean, doesn't faze me. Not a big deal to me. But
Seattle has baseball.
Right.
You go 4 hours, watch Seattle. But, I mean, I would like... There used to be a baseball club here in the Portland area. I think they were the Beavers. I could be mistaking that. It was a while back, but that is something, a professional sport I would love to come see to the Pacific Northwest here in Oregon. There's great opportunity. Beaver baseball, college-wise, Division I athletes are just phenomenal, and it's a top tier program, and as well as the Ducks. So that sport industry just as a whole is looking really good here in Oregon. So I do see professional baseball coming to the state sometime in the near future. I really do hope so. Don't quote me on that. That's just a personal opinion.
Yeah.
But
also to add,
what else do you need though? Football, I guess.
I mean, if we want to go to a professional baseball game, or
it's
just
like an
a
event.
Very short drive away. I mean, short. It's 4 hours to Seattle. We've hopped on a train before. You can get there. Quick train ride. You can go straight there. So it's really, I don't know if that's something that's used to you. And also, Seattle Seahawks game. We've never gone to one, but that would be really fun.
Would be fun.
Not too far away. So a lot of states, though, if you lived in another state, I guess what I'm trying to say, that has a professional football team, for example, you very well could be still a 4 hour, 3.5 hour drive away from it. It's not like the state's big. It's not like you're just going to live right there. So maybe your state doesn't have it, but you're close enough to just go to one pretty easily. So
I mean, if you look at it, 4 hours really is not that bad.
Yeah. Okay. The next one, this is the last reason why people think it's a bad reason to live here on the internet. And I'm going to say,
I just glanced at your note and I just laughed in my head.
This is a good reason. I actually one of the reasons why I don't want to move is because
share the reason why people don't want to live in Oregon.
Okay. You can't pump your own gas. All gas stations in Oregon are either minimum service or full service. Of course, many people might consider this more of a pro than a con. Okay, when it is raining outside, I am super thankful that I probably just wouldn't go anywhere if I had to get out of my car and get that's just
my experience with pumping my own gas versus
here.
What we have here in Oregon is it takes longer to pump your own gas. You got to go to the attendant.
Would you want to?
You give them your card or cash. You tell them how much you want. Maybe that didn't even fill your whole car. Maybe I got the process wrong. But I mean, I just see myself sometimes going back and forth. Yes, it's easy to pump your own gas, but say you're wearing a suit.
Oh my gosh.
And it's raining.
Or you got kids in the car.
30 degrees, 20 degrees outside.
Yes.
I don't want to get out of my car. Okay. I'm going to go to my local gas station that's 2 minutes away from my home and get an attendant to pump it for me. That's paid.
And it helps our job market, right?
Here in Oregon.
Yes.
And also, they're paid pretty decently.
Are they?
Oh, yeah.
That's good. I don't know. Okay. Well, that wraps up our list today of why people on the internet think Oregon is a bad place to live.
Pump your own gas.
I'd love to hear why you think Oregon is a bad place to live. I know people are always so eager to comment about why it's a bad place to live. Or, you know what? You could comment why you like living here too.
I know.
That's always an option. But people are so negative.
I post a reel about different homes in different areas in Oregon and how much it costs. And I hear these comments from people in like,
oh my gosh,
North Carolina, South Dakota, wherever. Man, that cost or that would get me a mansion where I'm from. Oregon's an asshole. I'm like, what is going on here?
But it's also not like Oklahoma. So
it's not.
It costs more.
There's benefits.
Living here
there's downfalls.
Is great, but it's all personal opinion. So, okay. So again, I have to add, if you are someone who is watching this and you are thinking about relocating to Oregon, reach out. We love to get a phone call, Zoom call, whatever you prefer, set up to just get your questions answered about the area, the buying process, and just take that first step toward buying a home here, whether you are, you know, we get calls from people that are a month out. They're like, my job is moving me here. This is my deadline. Or we get, you know, calls from people who are 2 years out. It doesn't matter. We'd love to hear from you. So,
yeah. And to add to that, people new to this channel, we just changed to a brand new website and we would love to add you to that website. You can find us at www.vettruscrawfordrealty.com. I'm going to say that one more time. www.vettruscrawfordrealty.com. All you got to do is create a little login, first, last, your email address and your phone number. And what's really cool is, say you are a buyer 2 years out. It's very easy to forget this video you're watching right now. I can put you on a property, a watch, but also a smart plan that goes out 600 days, contacting you every 2, 3, 4 months, letting you know a real estate market update, but also maybe a specific property that works for you here in Oregon. So that's one unique quality with just using our website, and it keeps us in relationship over that period of time, which I hold true value to. Yeah. So visit our website, create a login, but also you can do a property watch as well if you're more serious about the buying process right now. That's vettruscrawfordrealty.com. Create a simple profile, and you can even download an app that's connected to your profile that gives you automated property alerts. And that has been really phenomenal and fun for our clients as of late.
Yeah. And a lot of great resources for you over there if you're a home buyer. And just ignore Spencer's head being cut off. We need to do some updates. So.
Yeah, we're going to update that.
Okay. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to stick around. We come on here every week, and we will see you next time.